Yo, Jay Blank here. Let's be honest, a dedicated trading PC or a monthly VPS subscription for backtesting can cost a small fortune and quietly burn a hole in your power bill. But what if this tiny computer, which can be had for less than $100, could do the same job? Today, we're putting the Raspberry Pi 5 through an absolute torture test, a heavy-duty MetaTrader 5 backtest, and we're going to see if it has the muscle for serious trading analysis. We're going to find out if this is a game-changing, budget-friendly option or if it's just going to fold under the pressure. For any trader who's serious about their craft, backtesting is everything. It's how you test your strategies against historical data to see how they would have performed, giving you a statistical edge before you put a single dollar on the line. The problem? This process can be incredibly demanding on your computer, especially when you start running optimizations with thousands of different settings. This usually forces traders down one of two expensive paths: buying a beast of a multi-core desktop PC that can easily cost thousands, or renting a virtual private server for a recurring monthly fee. Both have pretty big downsides. That high-powered PC is pricey and runs a lot of electricity, and the VPS adds another monthly bill to your trading costs. It's a real headache, especially if you're just starting out or trying to keep your overheads low. So that begs the question: is there a cheaper, more efficient way to do this? And that brings us to this, the Raspberry Pi 5. This little single board computer has been getting a ton of hype for its massive leap in performance. It's rocking a quad-core ARM Cortex A76 processor that hums along at 2.4 gigahertz, which is a night and day improvement over the older models. The advantages are obvious. It's ridiculously cheap, with the 8 gig model I'm using today costing around $80. It's tiny and it sips power, costing you under $2 a month to run 24/7. But there's a huge catch. MetaTrader 5 is a Windows program built for x86 processors. The Raspberry Pi uses an ARM-based processor, which is a completely different architecture. It's like trying to play an Xbox game on a PlayStation. They just don't speak the same language. To make this work, we have to use a virtual machine to run a full Windows environment, which then has to translate everything for the Pi's ARM brain. That translation process always comes with a performance hit. So the real question isn't just if it can run MT5, but can it run well enough to be anything more than a gimmick? So, how did I get this all set up? I'm starting with a Raspberry Pi 5, the 8 gig RAM model, just to give us plenty of memory to play with. The secret sauce that makes this all possible is an amazing project called Backtest Virtual Machine, which runs a fully emulated Windows 11 desktop right on the Pi. If you want a step-by-step guide on how I got that set up and running, I actually released a full video on it just last week. Once the Backtest VM is installed and you boot it into the Windows 11 environment, you can download the MetaTrader 5 installer right from the official website and install it like you would on any Windows PC. And just like that, MetaTrader 5 is up and running on our little Pi. Alright, it's time for the main event. It's one thing to open a few charts and mess around with indicators, which, to credit, the Pi 5 handles beautifully with almost no lag. But the true test of its raw power is a full-on strategy backtest. For this challenge, we're using my premium expert advisor, the JB Basket. We're going to use it on AUD/USD on the 15-minute chart, and the test will run from June 1st, 2025 until today. To really put it through its paces, we're using the every tick modeling mode. For context, on my daily driver, a MacBook Pro M3, this exact test takes about 30 seconds. All right, I'm kicking off the test right now. And there it goes. The progress bar is moving along. This is the reality of the virtual machine overhead we talked about, combined with a processor that's fundamentally different from a typical desktop. The big question is, how will its speed compare in the end? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, the test is finally done. The grand total time, about 3 minutes. Let that sink in for a moment. 30 seconds on my MacBook Pro M3 versus 3 minutes on the Raspberry Pi 5. That is a massive performance difference. So to answer our title question, does the Raspberry Pi 5 have the power for MetaTrader 5 backtest? The answer is a qualified yes. It can absolutely do it. The test completed, it didn't crash, and it got the job done. But let's be realistic. It's significantly slower than a modern computer. The performance, while impressive for a tiny board running an emulated environment, is nowhere near what you get from a dedicated machine. But this is where we need to look at the bigger picture. Is it the right tool for running hundreds of complex backtests a day? Probably not. However, that doesn't make this setup useless, not by a long shot. If you want to run a simple live trading bot that isn't making high frequency decisions, this is an absolutely killer solution. It's the perfect low cost, set and forget it system that barely uses any power. For learning MQL5, for educational purposes, or for running very simple, non-urgent tests overnight, it's more than just viable, it's fantastic. So, what do you think? Have you tried to push your Raspberry 5 to its absolute limits? I'd love to hear what demanding apps you've thrown at it down in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this real world test, make sure you subscribe for more videos just like this. Ultimately, the Raspberry 5 is an engineering marvel. While it may not be a speed demon for heavy backtesting, the fact that it can run MetaTrader 5 inside an emulated Windows environment at all is incredible. The performance is clearly impacted by the overhead of that emulation, but it's still usable. Where it truly shines is as an ultra cheap power sipping server for live trading, basic charting, and learning. It's a phenomenal tool that proves you don't always need raw horsepower, especially if your goal is a stable, low cost live environment rather than lightning fast backtesting. I'm Jay Blanked. Until next time, peace.